3, 2, 1.
Good day everyone, GarageKing here, and today we're going to fix an engine coolant leak in a Volkswagen Vanagon. And if you're wondering, yes, the Vanagon in this picture is the one that we're actually working on. Now this would cover model years 1983 to 1991. The 1.9 liter and the 2.1 liter waterboxer both have the same engines. I'm gonna point a little laser up here in a minute and you can see exactly where it is leaking. Right from there. Now, why am I saying this? Because if you look, this one has a bracket from Go Westy, but it's very important to make sure that it's not your cylinder head. Take a look at this one, guys. I just removed the cover, and if we take a look, we can see, yes, the cylinder head is leaking right at the gasket. So this one's gonna be a much bigger job. But for today, we have an easier job. So to give you a little bit of a perspective on it, Go Westy has updated their bracket again. So here is the bracket that holds the alternator. Now it doesn't put any weight on these studs anymore. What it does is it transfers it to the back here, and this is the power steering bracket, and it goes right onto the cylinder head right over there. But you can see these two bolts now are left alone. What I mean left alone is their only job is to hold this piece in. So when you torque them down, they are fine. Originally, this was the piece that goes in with the alternator. Actually, I'm holding it upside down. It just goes, well, there you go, that way. So the alternator sits in here, and then you just have the two bolts right there, and that would support the entire alternator. The problem is, if ever it got loose, it could damage these studs in the block, and they're kind of a pain to replace. Go Westy's had different iterations, and before this one came out, they had a bracket that looked similar like this, except this steel piece was extended down, and it went and rested on these two studs, and then you had these long nuts that went through, and because of that, it was hard to apply enough torque, and I think that's why this piece leaked. Here's what the nuts actually look like, and you can see this is how they were able to get through. They were a weird shaped nut, and then the bracket actually rested on this flat machined piece here, but I don't think these were able to apply enough torque, and at one point I even broke one of them, so I did get a few spares. Now, some of you are probably thinking, why am I even mentioning this? Well, the reason is these engines are quite old. Some of them have been rebuilt a number of times, and you may have this type of bracket on it that you don't even know, and you may think it's part of the factory bracket and it's not. So if you do, I would advise upgrading to the new one, because I do think that this old bracket was problematic. That's what I think, just in terms of being able to allow the nuts to apply enough force to compress the gasket and to prevent any leaks. All right, so now we're digging into the repair. So what we have to do is remove the alternator. So you're gonna remove the top bolt that controls, or well, I guess you can call it the tension bolt, then the nut on the bottom. Pop the belt right off. There we go, belt is off. And then we have a bolt that is kind of a bit of a pain. You can see there, I'm zooming in there, there's this long bolt. We gotta try to just wiggle it out, and then we can take our alternator out. And let me give you a closer look at this bolt. That's what it looks like, and it just slides through the back, just like so. So that one can be a bit of a pain, but you know, you just gotta get in there. Next up, we're going to undo the nut that clamps down the oil tube bracket. There we go, got it. And that is the sound of success of removing the two nuts underneath. And you can see that's what that nut looks like. Now I'll pull out the bracket, and you can see this is one of the iterations of Go Westy's heavy duty bracket to protect the alternator studs. And as I've mentioned before, I'm just not crazy about this design. So if you find you have this design, I would upgrade to the newer design. This you can see is already loose now. There's one nut. There's another nut. And these are the two nuts that hold the alternator bracket to the block. And there we go, one of the washers we lost. So anyway, that'll just be on the ground. You can see there's the two washers, and there's your alternator bracket. So we have that. There's a leak. There we go. And we just gotta replace the gasket right in the middle of that. So if you see I've undone the hose clamps there, I can just twist it, get it off, I'll have room, and I can clean it up, put another gasket on. There it is all down there, so it's all cleaned up. Now, when you're reassembling it, I did find some conflicting information in the Bentley manual. So the red arrows are not an issue. Those are 15 foot-pounds, and that is for all water boxers, and the 2.1 liter and the 1.9 liter. So all the way from 1983 to 1991, for that coolant elbow, it's 15 foot-pounds. However, for the top two studs, those are the green arrows. For the 1986 to 1991 2.1 liter water boxer, it's 22 foot-pounds. But for the 1983 to 19 85 1.9 liter, it is only 15 foot-pounds. And I don't know why it would say that, because they're the same size studs, same size nut. I think it's the same bracket, so I just don't know why. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. And maybe one of the reasons why they upped it to 22 foot-pounds is because at 15 they got loose and destroyed the studs, and hence that's why Go Westy started making these heavy-duty brackets with the fancy nut. Anyway, enough of that. Here is a part number. You can freeze the video if you want. And let's examine the gasket. You could see the gasket that I took out. It wasn't torn and it doesn't have any signs of damage. So I think it was a compression issue. I think that those special nuts just were not able to apply enough torque through that bracket, and maybe they got a little bit looser and that's why it leaked. Anyway, reassembly is the opposite of disassembly. And if you're wondering, yes, I did reuse the bracket. Why did I reuse the bracket and not upgrade to the newer bracket like I said you should earlier? It's because at the time of the filming for this particular job, that newest bracket wasn't available yet. But how did I fix it? I actually used a little bit of silicone sealant on both sides of the paper gasket and it held up very well. To this day, it's still not leaking, and this footage is actually a few years old. Anyway, that is it for the video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I am GarageKing. Thanks, everyone.